Yoko and Frisky Dimensional Ring. Yoko and Frisky Dimensional Ring. Yoko and Frisky Dimensional Ring.
All right. Do, 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 do. Yo, 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 it's Yoko and Frisky's Dimensional Rift. Or is it Frisky and Yoko's Dimensional Rift? You decide. Welcome, everybody. Boo-boo. To another lovely episode,
Yeah, we're both here today. She took a sabbatical last time, and I think we lost 3 subscribers because of that.
Oh my god.
I'm telling the truth. I looked at the count.
Are you serious?
I think so. I think we're at 77, and then we dropped to 74. I'm like, thanks, Yoko.
I had to go to a wedding. It was so important. It was like the best. It was so fun. It was so great.
Listen, if it's not a dog wedding, then it's not important, okay? It's not important.
First of all, my friend in another dimension, she's a husky, and her wife is a snow leopard. They got married, and dragons came out, and everyone was dressed in Renaissance gear. I met a poodle man. It was a weird, it was a great time.
Did they have wine and cheese?
They did. They actually did. And mead. Lots and lots of mead. And I didn't realize how tasty mead was. Thank God I don't drink, because I would have had a lot of it.
Where the mead at? Where the mead at? Yeah, the last time I was at a wedding, that open bar did me some good. Did me some spiritual healing with that bartender.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to him. He was holding down the IPAs for me. He's a sweetheart, man. Wherever you are.
He got the booze on tap. He got the booze on tap.
Ooh, got the booze on tap, yeah. I did
Yeah,
karaoke
you got
yesterday,
it.
and
So
my pipes are a little sore.
You're a star. I feel it.
But yes, we wanted to make this a Thanksgiving episode, but we're late because we're busy. We got stuff to do. I've been all over the place. I've been to San Francisco, Florida. I was with you. I went to Key West. I got flooded in Miami. And then I went to Boston and saw LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. Did he lick his lips a lot? Did you see?
He liked to wipe the sweat off his head, and he used his shirt. And every time he lifted his shirt, the girls were like, woo!
I'm sure they wanted to smell the pheromones. That 40-year-old mom is like all over that. Did you read his book?
He has a book?
Yeah, he wrote about LL Cool J had a sex addiction, and he wrote about it.
Get out of town.
Yeah, he said it was like that. Yeah, I think you might like it. I think you can get it from the library, as a matter of fact.
The library, wow. I haven't been
there. Remember what the library was?
I do. I think I couldn't reach the pedals the last time I was in the library. But yeah, I'll check it out, man. Sex sells. And that'd be interesting.
Make sure you get the right book, because there's one where he sculpted abs and one where he's like hip hop's greatest, LL Cool J. He's like 50. Well, how old is he now? Like 50 something?
55.
Yeah, man. He looks sculpted like a freaking Renaissance painting still. So like he ain't messing around.
I know, man. Like he's like my spirit animal, man. I love LL Cool J. I love how he treats women with respect. He's always,
I'll make my own.
Yeah, man, and he doesn't doesn't get into stupid beefs or anything like that. He's a good role model for kids. And his hat is like a shark fin.
What's wild? I wouldn't say he's a good role model for kids, but I would say he's up there.
That's a discussion for another episode.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
I saw Queen Latifah too. I showed you the video where she sang the In Living
Single
theme.
I was so happy to see that.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta get this for Jen. I love it.
Yo, when she sang Living Single, I was like, oh my God, I'm happy for you. Like, I'm not even jealous because I know, like, I felt that spirit. It's not we're good friends. We don't even get jealous of each other. We just like, thank you, man, for sharing that moment. Because you knew how much it meant.
There's nothing but good vibes. I was like, because I knew if you were there, you would have gone crazy.
I would have screamed the whole time. I would have been like, unsubscribing, resubscribing, to Queen Latifah, Queen Latifah. I don't know how to spell it. It's fine.
And she got a lot of songs that I didn't know. I'm like, oh, she recorded that one? I didn't even know. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I listened to mostly her old stuff. Her new stuff isn't bad at all. So, yeah.
Well, I gotta check it out next time I'm at a Starbucks. See if they got that on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's give the people what they want. Got some stuff for you to react to.
All right.
Let's drop the beat.
Drop a low girl. Drop a low girl.
Check the description for the links that I'm going to share with her. I keep forgetting to say that. Anyway, today, or this week, it was Turkey Day. We had Thanksgiving. You had a good Thanksgiving?
I did. I fell asleep right after. I cooked the turkey. It came out perfect. Shout out to your girl. No, I had to cook.
Yeah. So how do you know when a turkey is, primed and ready to be served?
When it's brown and there's like a little indicator in its chest that pops up. If it's pink, it's gonna stink. I'm sorry. You can't have pink turkey. That's all I got. Oh my God.
We have a
me
turkey
after I told
ready.
him I'm shy. Oh my God.
Yeah, we have a turkey that's
got
ready. This turkey is ready to come out. Are you feeling it?
Why is there an AI generated KFC Colonel Sanders? I hate it.
Don't you know everything is AI this week, baby? Even my voice is
Dude.
AI. Even that Disney Thanksgiving picture was AI.
I believe it. Did you send me another one?
No, I didn't send you that one because
this chicken. Well, yeah, Disney, bro. We'll talk about that later in this podcast. I got words.
We'll talk about that later. But if you aren't feeling that turkey, I can give you some meatloaf.
No, a Bieber loaf. I almost want to send this to my coworker just to. Oh God, no! It's gonna puff up, and it's gonna.
Puff up.
Yeah, but it's like you got a problem, and it's the child Bieber too. That's what makes it worse. I can't.
It's season 1, Justin.
Yeah, it's season 1.
Season 1. Well, if you need something to drink to pair with that, we got a famous Twitch streamer, Amaranth. I don't know.
Oh, the Amaranth beer? Yeah, we talked about this over Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah. We legitimately talked about Lady Yeast, human Lady Yeast, because I can't, collaborating with a beer company for a new flavor, and I bet you she already made like 60 million. Like, she had to have.
But like taking vaginal yeast, I don't understand how that works.
Well, I don't want to talk about it.
Just draw a picture for me later.
I bet you she's probably gonna come out with a bread soon too.
Just draw a picture. And then send it.
Oh God!
Send it to me. Let's go back to Halloween for a second. Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry. I was gonna send you this water. If you don't like that beer, you can drown out the taste with this fresh water from nature. Where is it from? It's from Alaska.
Oh boy, hold on. Can you take a screenshot? Because like Twitter hates me. I got. Hold on. Let me rigmarole this a little bit better.
It's the cleanest water in Alaska.
Alaska, not to mess with me later. Hold on. Let me try it. All right, now it's working.
Yeah, check that.
Wow, cleanest, bluest, the world is like Alaska. Cleanest, bluest, the world is like Alaska.
Look how clean that is. Holy
I wish more water would be like that if we would stop dumping Funko Pops into the water.
Stop cleaning your dirty ass socks in our water, Jen.
Right?
It's probably Kristen. Kristen's doing that.
It's so funny.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Had to show that. Then let's take it back to Halloween a few weeks ago. If for all the people who have never been to the New York City Halloween parade, it is a vibe.
Oh shit! They did the Thriller. I love that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, but this is like, it's so sad that like New York can. I know New York has its problems, but to have everybody, yeah, like I know it's an understatement, but it's not. It's never going to be like Florida. And like they're willing to unify and have this one dude just, I feel like every time somebody sings Jackson 5, they're summoning Michael and he's in the air going like, hey, hey, love it. Yeah. You know?
He's in spirit, man. His music will never die. It's timeless. It never ages. It's just chef's kiss, man.
They have a video game for him, the Michael Jackson dance experience. I bet you they made them all play that game.
Yeah, someone brought that at a Fermi one time when we were playing it. That was fun.
It's a fun game. One of them though, one of the levels made me sing, and I'm like, I didn't want to sing, I want to dance. Weird.
Don't make me sing without my consent.
Well, it's like I'm in the groove. Like I don't want to sing and dance at the same time. I only want to do one.
Well, now you know that's how Blue Ivy feels when she goes on tour with Beyonce. Like,
dang.
Mom, I just want to dance. Stop making me sing. I'm not the next Jaden Smith. No, you go out there and sing and dance for the family bloodline.
Don't worry. She'll tell her daughter to get her mom's name out of other people's mouths, and then the daughter will start slapping people.
No, Beyonce is going to raise her daughter, and then when Beyonce gets old, she's going to transfer her consciousness into her daughter's body so she can keep going on tour.
You know what's really messed up? I was thinking that. I'm not even joking. I was thinking that on a different level of like, okay, there's going to be the next senator is going to do the same thing, and then the CEO is going to do... I'm not even joking. That is so creepy.
That's like the concept of Get Out. That's like the plot. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This has been the year of Mario, no doubt about it. We got a new game, movie, amusement park. We got 2 new games. We got the RPG too.
Is he? No! Why is he? No! This is shit. This is stuff that you. No! He's taking Mario. No!
And
oh,
now,
I like how they're so awkward. No, I'm sharing this. This just has to be shared.
Yeah, Mario
this is at least funny.
Mic on. Remember when Mario had that dance game?
Yes! I was watching people play the dance game and just awkward. It's an awkward dance game.
Yeah, that's why I love this video. It's painfully awkward, but he put his all into it, so I respect him. I salute you.
You smell the foot. I'm gonna put that in the vault.
All right,
I'm just gonna put that in the vault.
We got a new Kung Fu Panda coming out.
I know! I'm so excited! I was watching the Macy's Day Parade. Shout out to my friend Kit. He was holding one of the balloons. I saw him. It took me like 5 streams, but I finally saw him. And all of the balloons were deflating except for Poe, because that's my boy. Kung Fu Panda. Yeah. Always it, yo! Sorry.
No, I just looked at it. I saw this float, and I'm like, damn, that's like a badass float. So I just had to share that.
It's a great float. I watched the whole parade in the morning. It was so exciting.
So brave. Yo, Luffy's hat deflated. It became a bucket hat. And everybody was looking at Goku. Goku was like, he manifested that.
Goku was strong. Bluey was strong. Kung Fu Panda. We know that those are the 3 contenders, okay?
That's right. Bluey's a real one. I hear the rumor on the street is Bluey can say the N-word without repercussions.
Wow, she got the N pass. All right. All right.
The Australian, they don't know what it means. Anyway, this is a cosplay I saw and thought of you. It was like, gotta share it. Gotta share it with you. It's from
Hold on.
It's from a video game. I think, Warcraft?
Let's see.
I don't know.
Let me see. Let me see. Puts on glasses. Yeah, it's from World of Warcraft. I've been following this girl.
That's very impressive.
It's Hogger from the beginning of the. If you're a human or in the Alliance section, you'll see him. It's a really great cosplay.
So wholesome. Yeah, this is what practical effects looks like. Hollywood. Get it?
Yeah, she won awards for this costume.
I don't blame her. I mean, I
Yeah.
can see that. Looks awesome. And then, last but not least, we got this trailer for a new Pokemon series. I think it's about a hotel. But check out the animation. The animation is like stop motion, which is what we're going to talk about today.
Yes. And I could explain a lot about the stop motion, so it's great.
Yeah. So are you excited for this Pokemon series?
I'm actually more excited for it than the original one because honestly, I feel like this one can be for adults and kids because it looks very reminiscent of, as an adult, what would it be like being in the Pokemon world? Because we always focus on kids. And you either get the adults that are like, we need violence. We need Ash getting with Misty and having babies and fighting Charizard. Like, I can't tell you how many dudes have told me this. And then the resort was vibing with me because as a kid, I would draw myself wandering the world with my Pokemon and camping, you know? And it just looks wholesome. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, video game properties are getting like taken left and right and being adapted into shows and movies. It's like a crazy revolution, so to speak. So, I mean, I thought you might like it, so that's why I grabbed it for you. Grabbed it off the shelf, and I wanted to share it with you.
Yeah,
good times.
I love it.
That was today's Yoko Reacts. And we also saw a few movies this past week. You saw Five Nights at Freddy's and loved it. I saw Five Nights at Freddy's and I did not like it.
Yeah, apparently it was going to be rated R. But they're like, need to appeal to children. But it definitely fit the fans. It was definitely for the fans. 100%. I could see why you didn't like it. If I had to describe it honestly to people, I'd be like, do you like Five Nights at Freddy's? Have you heard of it? Okay, then it might not be for you.
I love the animatronics. That's the one thing they got right. They got those animatronics correct. But my thing is, they really don't get to do much in the movie. They perform, and then they have that one scene where they're actually taking people out. And I'm like, okay, like, that's what I've been waiting for. You expect Five Nights at Freddy's to be a little more violent, a little more scary. I don't think it was scary at all. It just focused on the dude, PETA, from the Hunger Games. He's looking for his brother in the woods. Like, that was half the movie. It was just him in the woods chasing kids. I'm just like, what the hell?
Best performance. It's his best performance. I don't want to see that motherfucker in a rock ever again pretending to be bread.
Oh, man.
This is what he was meant to do.
He was meant to chase little kids and little boys in the woods.
That sounds so wrong.
Yeah, but that was my issues with it. I was just bored. But tell me, what did you like about it specifically? Was it the lore?
Well, like you, I love the animatronics because they were done by Jim Henson. Jim Henson does things right. They've been they put their hand in the game since forever, right? And what I liked about it was the fact that for me, the brother and sister, their dynamic was just right. He's way too old. He's so much older than her that he doesn't really discourage her in things. Like, a lot of older siblings, they tend to discourage and belittle. But he is trying to keep it together for her, but he's so traumatized from the past that it's like the main focus of the movie. He tends to forget his present. And then we got the security guard. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. She creeped me the heck out the whole time. Her face, her mannerisms, her behavior. She looked crazy the whole time.
Yeah, she was mad sus. So you were you were invested in this story. Okay, I see you.
I was. There's a lot of things that I like. I love dream theories because I have a lot of vivid dreams. The imagery of children. So, like, what I mean by that, children drawing stuff to express themselves. That's one thing that a lot of adults just don't see unless you're teaching. And the brother was like, who's that handsome guy? Everybody else is ugly though. That's like such a real sibling thing to say. Like my brother would say that. This is ugly. I don't know what this is. You should draw this. And I was like, oh. And the acting wasn't that great, but I still had fun.
That's great. That's so wholesome. I like the one kill that they showed, like the girl getting split in half, and you can see a shadow. Like for PG-13, that was raw. I was like, oh, okay. I wanted more of that. I was like, give me more of that. Inject that into my veins, because I'm a red-blooded American.
It's wild because a lot of people wanted more of that, but it's, if you're gonna show a violent movie to a child, because a lot of the kids that I have taught over the years art, they love Five Nights at Freddy's, but you never see blood, you never see gore. The silhouette was actually perfect. What you don't seem to realize is that it coincides with the games, but that's it.
No, hearing you talk about what you liked about it, I understand. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You have more. It's more relatable to you, and I get it. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Can we please talk about the elephant in the room in terms of a movie?
Talking about the Marvels?
Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot that came out.
So I saw the Marvels last week. I need to know your opinion first because
for context, we both saw the first Captain Marvel, and we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's not one of my favorites.
I love that movie.
I still enjoyed it. So when I was gonna see it, I asked like, "Hey, are you gonna see it this weekend?" And you're like, "Nah, I'm gonna wait for it to come out on streaming." I'm like, "Damn!" Like the hype level just went down for you.
Yeah.
But you did actually see it, so okay.
Yeah, because my friend's like, "Hey, I'm gonna see the Marvels, kicks feet." I love Captain Marvel, so I bought your ticket, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, so
all right, girl.
So you were sugar daddied into seeing it.
Sure was. And I gave her money back. And I said, wow. Dang, I am so sorry.
That's crazy. Okay, so I guess I saw it, and was I hyped for it? Like, no, like Captain Marvel, to me, as a character, I just don't vibe with her. I love Brie Larson. It has nothing to do with the actress. But Captain Marvel, I don't know. Nothing just sticks for me there. So I was hoping the sequel would make me like her more, and I'm just like, all right, maybe this will be her Winter Soldier. She'll win people over. But I don't know, man. There's still nothing there. Like, she just wants to do good. I get that. I love Miss Marvel in the movie. She was great.
I love Miss Marvel as a whole. I feel like that TV show was fantastic, and her character's so relatable. In terms of like childhood wonder, whimsy, wanting to meet her mentor, but she wants to be their equal. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was great, but they always fuck it up. They always I feel like Ms. Marvel as a whole always gets sidestepped in live media. Her comic though, perfect.
Yeah, her show. Like, I liked the beginning of the show, and then when she started introducing time travel and shit, it lost me. But I always loved the character of Miss Marvel, so that's why I was excited to see her. And she, you know, when she's doing interviews, she seems genuinely excited to be a part of this franchise, and she's excited to see where it's going to go next, and if she gets a second season of her show. She's awesome, and she knows a lot about comics too. So she was wonderful. But then you got people like Nick Fury. He's just there. He's totally different from what he was in Secret Invasion. Like Secret Invasion, he was like this broken man, like fighting this, you know, this war by himself. But in this movie, he's just kind of like the drunk uncle at dinner, just cracking jokes, talking like
you know what?
shit.
If I agree with you, I was just thinking like, dude, just sat there and was just like, it's just another Sunday.
Exactly, like he was sleepwalking through this fucking movie. He just collected the check. He's like, I've been in like 11 of these already. I'm done. I'm good. I'm gonna go home early. And then Monica Rambeau, she was okay. Like again, I don't know much about her. It says like she likes to do good. You know, she's still sad about her mom. She's sad that Carol abandoned her. What, Carol? You couldn't like invent a space cell phone and call your niece? Like, what's your problem, dude? She has every right to be like skeptic of seeing her again. And then even when they like reconciled, it just kind of fell flat for me. It wasn't enough meat on the bones there. And then the villain was so boring. It was just like, I don't even remember her name. She has a hammer.
I don't either. That's just like the really messed up part. So you know what my friend and I did? Like, she loves to rip on movies, right? And we were just ripping on it the whole time. So she was just like, she looks like that crazy lesbian girlfriend. She's got the crazy eyes, like the whole time. She got the crazy eyes. And like, she's really good in bed, so you're gonna call her back. But she's super toxic outside of that, like crazy, like texting, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you talking to that other X-Men right now?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What time do you get off? What time do you go in?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. Yeah, but like she had that look, and she had daddy issues because daddy was Grimace, not Grimace.
Daddy wasn't there to take me to.
I'm like that. I don't know.
I like
and
her
like,
motivation because her planet got messed up because of Captain Marvel, apparently. So she wants to take, you know, the sun. She wants to take the water. She wants to take the air back. I love that. That's a great motivation. And some of the scenes where, you know, she's like stealing water and stuff, that was cool. But her personality was just a paper plate.
Oh man,
Like,
it's just you straight up said paper plate.
you're like, why couldn't they give me like Astronomer? Like, give me a villain that's like, fire the satellasers. Give me that.
At least Astronomer had zest, and I think what did it for Astronomer was her sexiness and her temper. This girl's temper was very like, "Ugh!" That was it. First is,
well, that's a spoiler, but the end of the movie, she just ends up doing something really stupid.
yeah, and like I hate to say it, but like this movie validates the woke boys saying like, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why woke movies aren't good, this, that, and the third. I was like, no, that's not it. They legitimately just didn't write a good movie. Like, put woke aside for a second, okay? Let's look at, why was there a fucking musical scene? That was the most painful scene. And you know I like that stuff.
You do.
You know I like that hokey stuff.
Yeah, you do.
And I hated it. It hurt. I was writhing in my seat.
Well, to be fair, Brie Larson's not the best singer. She did have like a tiny music career in like 2005. And apparently it didn't go anywhere, obviously. So when she tried to sing again, it was bad. They had that K-pop guy in there. He was like all over the marketing because they wanted to get the K-pop crowd in there. And he was fine.
He was quite a catch. My friend got a little hot next to me, and I was like, girl, I don't have to put a bucket next to you, please.
Ooh, love me some steamed dumplings.
Oh my God, stop! She's like, I subscribed to that. And then I was like, yo, Brie Larson, please eat a sandwich. Girl.
the Marvels, the biggest sin of the Marvels is just forgettable. Like, you watch it and then you instantly forget about it. Even the post-credit scene, it's just like, okay, he's cool, I like him. But where
you know what I did?
Followed up, what?
When after that, I went and watched Five Nights at Freddy's again.
You need a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Oh man, just watch Blue Beetle instead. Blue Beetle was better.
Blue Beetle was good.
Yeah, it was decent. You know, that's a great family movie. I'm sure a lot of people watched it on Thanksgiving with the fam.
Yeah. With the family.
Yeah.
I just feel like the era of superhero movies is gone. We need to move on to video games. And the reason why I'm saying this is because video games isn't just one subject matter. It is so open. It is so vast. It is just, we have so many properties on the table here. Come on now.
Yeah, we're getting to that point. Like, there's a lot of video game movies and series coming out, animes too. We are getting to that point. That's definitely going to be talked about at the end of the year. Like the video game movie renaissance. It's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, superhero movies, there's just too many of them. And then they're making a Madam Web movie. Who cares about Madam Web?
Who the hell's that?
Exactly. They're making a movie and you don't even know who it is. It's like Spider-Man's Oracle who can see the future, but in the comics she's an old lady. In the movie she's played by the girl from 50 Shades of Grey. I'm
canceling it. I'm canceling it.
You're canceling it before it comes out. Yeah, they just need to focus on making good stories again. There's too much out there. There's too many superheroes. Like, they need to dial it back. And Marvel is doing it because next year we're only getting Deadpool 3. That's the only Marvel movie we're getting.
Well, not only are there just too many superheroes, a lot of them are very samey.
Yeah.
Like, when it push comes to shove, they all follow the hero's story. A lot of them are very samey. And, like, it's ruined the magic as to why superheroes were great in the first place. It's so oversaturated. And I'm not saying that I'm abandoning superheroes forever. I just don't want to see any more movies. I'd rather read about them.
Yeah, the only superhero movies that's like guaranteed to get people watching is like Batman and Spider-Man. Like, those guys are gonna go on forever.
It's true. You're right. And it's, you'd think it'd be Superman, but he's just too milk and cookies perfect.
Oh, well, they're making a new Superman, and
I figured they were
forever. Every step of the way, you hear a new casting announcement for it, but whatever, that's coming out later.
Who cares?
It's funny you talk about PETA because I saw the new Hunger Games, and that movie was way too long. It just kept going. It went way past the games, and then it was nonsense. The last 40 minutes of it. Yeah.
It just makes me want to menstruate all over this dimension.
Yeah, you can skip that, but the Scott Pilgrim anime, good stuff. It definitely went places I didn't expect it to go. Because it's not a retelling of the story. At first you think it is, but it takes a really sharp left turn, which I appreciated. To me, it's a great what if story, and I like that they had the whole cast for it.
Okay.
But
did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished it. I know you're not a huge Scott Pilgrim fan, but he's not in it that much, so you might actually enjoy it. Ramona's basically the main character.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
that's very interesting.
Put that on your radar. Right.
Put it on my to-do watch list. Right now I spent a lot of money on Blu-rays because I keep taking stuff off of Netflix. So I bought some Netflix shows before they're actually out of print. And I got Sonic Boom, I got Kipo, I got not Fantastic Mr. Fox. The Bad Guys. Bad Guys was $7, so I was gotta have it.
And now, our feature presentation.
Why didn't you get Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Oh, because my friend and I watched it recently, so.
Well, let's talk about it. This is why you
Oh,
should watch Fantastic Mr. Fox. And I'm glad you watched it recently. I watched it yesterday so I can refresh my memory. But
yeah.
the great thing about this movie, it's the opposite of the Marvels. It's very memorable, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, I haven't missed a beat. Like, I remember everything like the first time I saw it in theaters back in '09. And let me tell you,
I
the story of how I saw it in theaters. I went with my friends, and my friend Ket and Dream and Roscoe. They went in fursuit, so we all went to the theaters. And I was young. I didn't have a fursuit yet, so we went there and we saw it. And my friend Ket was on acid, along with my
Of course
other
he was.
friend, Pesky. They were rolling face and watching the movie, and they had a great time. And we came out, and they were like hosting the Twilight New Moon premiere, and the reporters are like, "Are you with Twilight? Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob?" I'm like, I don't get into politics, so we got the hell out of there.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
I don't play politics. But this movie, it wasn't on my radar. I was working at the movie theater, and I saw a snippet, a sneak preview, and it just caught my attention because the animation was so cool, and of course, animal people. So I was like, yeah, this is our demographic.
I love that.
But what I love about the movie, it doesn't really draw too much attention that they're animals. Like, they have a few gags where they're like, they'll be yelling at each other, and then they start like snarling and growling and shit.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I love when they fight because it's so cute and it's very reminiscent of classic cartoons.
Exactly. It's really adorable, man. And just the character designs are great. George Clooney voices the titular character, and you want a voice like George Clooney, man, because you want to bring the ladies in and the gays. You want to turn them on with the voice, the Batman and Robin voice.
Oh God, you're gonna upset people. Run! He said the Batman and Robin voice.
No, what I'm trying to say is he plays the character very well. Like, he has like the right voice for it, and the way he talks and the mannerisms are on point. He sounds like a thief. He sounds very
does.
smooth, like a
Very
grifter.
suave.
Yeah, exactly, super suave, and it was great casting. Let me see who else is in the cast, but yeah, share your thoughts.
I love stop motion animated films. They're very few and far between. I have a huge respect for them because they spend tens of thousands of hours building puppets. And what they do, I actually learned about this on not just Nightmare Before Christmas, but Coraline, and believe it or not, what's that claymation wrestling show on MTV?
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch. They showed on both of those, on all of them, how they make their puppets. So basically, there's a metal base. They look like stick figures. So they have joints. So they build around these metal figurines, and the faces and the hands. Sometimes the hands can move on their own because they build around it, but the faces, they have to take off their muzzles or just the faces in general. So they have expressions. They don't have to animate the expressions. The expressions have already been built. And the time and the patience to do this is just not respected enough. And I think Fantastic Mr. Fox has a style about it that gives it a sense of children's book meets realistic appeal.
You're right. It's based on a children's book from 1970. And
There you go. I didn't even know that.
yeah, fun facts coming at you fast. Yeah, it came out in 1970. I was looking at the cast, and did you know Bill Murray plays the Badger? I didn't know that.
That makes sense because his voice was familiar.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe plays the rat. I'm just like, yeah, of course he does. Like, that makes sense now. See, the fact that I didn't know it was the actor portraying the
Mm-hmm.
character shows that they actually put on a voice. They weren't like Chris Pratt showing up, rolling out of bed, and just talking in his regular voice. Lasagna.
I was gonna say, you mean Garfield?
Garfield. Oh my god, he posted a picture of himself recording lines, and he looks like he's like drunk as hell.
He probably was, but no judgment here.
But yes, I didn't read the book. I might want to now. I mean, how many pages is it? 96 pages. I can swing that. But
The library, and you could read it.
yeah, the library. Shout out to the library. Still
Guess
holding
what?
on.
Guess what? You can read the library online, just like Netflix through Hoopla. Not sponsored, but if you have a library card near you, you can log on to Hoopla and get all the movies that you want, and books, and magazines, and music. Hold on, I have Hoopla open right now because I really wanted to look up that X-Men dictionary. Hold on. Let me see.
Hoopla, subscribe
Fantastic.
today. Use our code. Schniggity diggity.
Use your code,
10% off.
yourowndammlibrary.com. Oh, it's a Roald Dahl book.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Roald Dahl. I read a lot of his books as a kid.
Is he the author of Arthur? No.
I don't know,
Anyway.
but I know he made Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
Oh.
James and the Giant Peach,
Oh, okay. This guy
The
got,
Witches.
got some heavy hitters under his belt.
Yeah, and the BFG, which was a terrible movie, but was a good book.
Yeah, the novel was also adapted into a musical in 2016. And,
Which I'm sure was way better than the movie.
and an opera. What?
That's a
Wow.
lot.
I know. I kind of want to see what the musical looks like. But
Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Through Hoopla, you can access that for free with your library. I'm not even joking, y'all.
What? Doesn't make sense.
It's the library.
Anywho,
All right,
I need to
continue.
keep selling this movie. What's great about this film? It's great for all ages. You know, it's a story about family. You know, this guy, he just wants to not live in underground anymore. He wants to live in a big tree and support his wife and his son, and just be a good provider for his family. And that's why he steals a bunch of chickens and almost gets everybody killed.
Yeah, he's got urges. He's a fox. He can't not have those. I gotta chase something. I gotta kill it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good jokes here. It's not the comedy is very subtle. It's not over the top. There's a lot of gags with the animation and just people kind of roasting each other low key. It's a good time. It's not like the Marvel stuff where it's like, whoa, that just happened. It's not like that
Lord.
at all.
Yeah.
It runs at a brisk 87 minutes, so you're in and out really quickly, and you don't even feel that it's that short. It just goes by. It's really well paced, and the music is great. It's a lot of old school music in there. I think it's just the perfect movie to watch with the family. That's why it's considered a Thanksgiving movie, because they're stealing turkeys. Stealing chickens.
Speaking of Thanksgiving movies, we'll add that to the list, right? What would you consider Thanksgiving movies? Because there's not that many, but I categorized my own.
Thanksgiving movies. Does Plane, Trains, and Automobiles count? Isn't he going to his family's house for Thanksgiving? Maybe.
I've never seen that movie.
It's with Steve Martin. It's one of the greats. You tell me your Thanksgiving movies.
Oh, I did see Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. What am I talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Talking about Willis.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie since I was a child.
Yeah.
With John Candy?
Yeah, exactly. They play it, every year. It's like Home Alone.
I was born when that movie came out.
Oh man, maybe your mom was giving birth while it was in theaters.
Oh my gosh.
Catch the fox, you have to think like
I consider Adam's Family 2.
Okay.
Adam's Family Values. I had another movie. I was trying to look for Rugrats Thanksgiving. I distinctly remember them having Thanksgiving.
The Rugrats have had like 5-10 Christmases and they never age.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they had a issue. This Fantastic Mr. Fox trailer is very distracting. I should
looking
not
at
have
it
put
too.
it on.
It is wild.
I should have put it on. It looks like a joke, but I want to see it.
I do. I sincerely want to watch this. There's got to be a camera.
Whiskers.
Where is it playing? In London?
It's 6 years ago. Adapted for the stage by Sam Holcroft. Whatever. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna just Google it.
Google it. Yeah, there's not a lot of Thanksgiving movies out there. People say Spider-Man is a Thanksgiving movie because they have dinner at one point.
So I Googled it. You're just hang tight. Just hold your seat, okay?
Holding my seat.
Freebirds, the Thanksgiving Day movie that apparently people think is a communist film, although it's a children's film that is mediocre and forgettable.
Wow. Okay. What about Chicken Run? Does that count? It's about chickens.
I think that would count. Wow. Dude, Googling them? Okay. I don't know. I can't tell you if Chicken Run's a Thanksgiving Day movie or not. Because they're not turkeys, they're chickens. But same concept,
I'm seeing more footage of this musical. This shit is wild.
So funny. What about Drunksgiving, a Tubi exclusive?
I've never heard of it. I did see the horror movie Thanksgiving that just came out, and that was pretty bland. It's like what you expect.
Dang.
They
It's
cook
not
a
like
chick.
Monstered.
No, they cook a woman in an oven and they turn her into a turkey. Wow.
Oh, that sounds not shocking.
Sounds delightful.
Yeah, they're counting Chicken Run as a Thanksgiving Day movie.
So be it. Anyway,
All right.
Fantastic Mr. Fox, it teaches you how to rise to the occasion against all odds, because eventually they're being hunted by these farmers who want to protect their food. So you gotta fight the power. Maybe it's like a metaphor for like Republicans.
No.
Or not. Or not. And,
I would say more family values as a whole. I'm not going to say conservative at all, because that's what, it's just, why can't it just be generic, family, wanting to be together, rising to the occasion, as you said, and, just loving each other.
Yeah, and the son in the movie, Ash, he's different. So, he has to learn his place in the world. And he's always getting outshined by his cousin, Chris Christopherson. And, he has to learn not to be jealous, but to support his cousin and love him and be a good, good support for him, And it's like a coming of age story for him.
I thought the boy was a gay fox, and that's why he was so different.
I think
and
so. I think they imply that.
Yeah.
Don't say it out loud. There's subtext.
But he still wanted to impress his dad, and like.
Yeah, well, a lot of young boys want to impress their father. His father was a cool thief, so he wants to like be just like him. He makes his little old bandit hat with his tube sock.
Yeah, I love that. Very superhero.
I love how ugly all the humans look. It's like they do it on purpose. So
Yeah, I love that.
yeah, because they want to make the humans the bad guys, so we got to make them look ugly as hell, so we can bring up our like animal critter heroes.
It's so bad because I've seen men look like that in real
Ooh,
life.
ouch! Like a deflated testicle.
Yes.
That's sad. I'm looking up YouTube videos. There's a lot of essays on this movie. I'm putting them in my watch later
Mhm.
because I want to watch it. It's wholesome. And
Mhm.
there's another video that says like 2009 peaked with animation. Coraline's in
Mhm.
there. The Princess and the Frog is in there. Do you
Hmm.
agree?
Princess and the Frog is a Thanksgiving Day movie.
No, it was just this video that said 2009 was the year animated films peak. Did they peak?
No, I don't agree.
Oh, hot take. Take that, Shafrilla's Productions.
I think the 2010s really boosted TV animation. 3D animated movies have now, like, they're just not good. They're not good right now. I want to say theater movies are not good, but animated TV shows are great, and they're hiding them or they're taking them offline, and just because of this writer's strike, really. And we're missing out on some good shows. Like, I will shout to the heavens that The Owl House is great. It's not a movie, but it's a great show. Amphibia, phenomenal show. In terms of animated movies, they're all for, like, I would say from 2016 to now, they haven't been great. They just haven't been great.
Yeah, Zootopia is part of the problem, and that came out in 2016.
I love Zootopia though. Like, I judge a movie by rewatchability. It's not a good movie if A, you can't remember them. B, if you forget it, it's not worth your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of things about Disney's new movie Wish. It's just
Yeah, me
very
too.
generic and it's nostalgia baity. Like they keep referencing other Disney movies, and it's like, well, if you're gonna reference other movies, I might as well just watch those instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Disney has been like in a whole like creative bankruptcy. You know, they're talking about making a Frozen 3 and 4. Like,
No,
it's
we
two
don't
halves of a
need it. We
story.
don't need it.
They're
We
talking
just
about that.
we just
They're
don't
talking
need
about making
it.
Toy Story 5. It's like, you guys got away with making a 4. I don't think you guys can make a 5 and have it be at the level of quality we expect. It's just a sad time over there at Disney Studios, man. They made a
They fired their greats. They fired their greats. They got rid of them. They're no longer there. It's just not. It's not worth it.
yeah.
It-
And they made a Thanksgiving picture years ago, and then they recreated it, but they used AI to recreate it. That's why everybody's like bitching at them right now, because you guys can't afford another artist to come in and just redo the painting. That doesn't make any sense.
They can. They can. Regardless of we think that Disney's failing, they're making way more money than they've ever made in their lifetime. And people don't seem to realize that the reason why they make so much money is they have real estate. They have investments. They have any Marvel property now, so much. Oh my God, so much money. I just, like, they're never gonna go away. I think the worst thing Disney could have done was get rid of their Pokemon. They had Pokemon for a while. Like, they could have done a Disney film with Pokemon animated, or even
Talk about Digimon. Or was it
no, Pokemon was owned by
It's owned by Nintendo.
Pokemon was licensed by Disney. Excuse me.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. For at one point in time. So
Yeah, it's It's a mess over there. They need to get their shit together because the brand, just the value of the brand, has gone down so much in the last few years,
Yep.
especially with the strikes. You know, they were very like the strikes are over now finally, but those guys were just like holding on to their cash. They're like, no, we can't give them more money. We can't give them an extra 10 cents. Ugh.
Yep. Yep.
It's disgusting.
Yep. It's a lot, man. It's disappointing. It's a shame.
Yeah, that's why when you see an original movie like Fantastic Mr. Fox, you go out there and support it. You see it on the shelf.
Yeah.
It's probably like $5 at Book Off right now. Just pick it up. Check it out.
Well,
tell your friends.
I agree. There's like another thing. I'm just gonna tell people about the free stuff. So you can find old school classic cartoons on Tubi for free. You can find it on Fubo for free. So I think Fantastic Mr. Fox is streaming on one of those.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
More than likely. And, of course, I want to say more. There's a lot of great sequences in the movie. I love the part where the wolf does the fist pump. That was a great moment at the end that caught everybody off guard. It's just a feel-good movie, man. It has a great, comedic vibe, great morals, great characters, great music. It's a good story. Again, it's about family. The director Wes Anderson, a lot of people make fun of him for his he has a specific style of filmmaking that I like to make fun of, but this one's a little different from that. He also did another stop at motion movie called Isle of Dogs.
I loved Isle of Dogs, man.
Yeah,
I love Isle of Dogs.
I remember seeing it, and I just can't remember anything from it. I remember it being okay. I just don't remember it being as iconic as Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Well, Isle of Dogs was an experience because I was on a date. We had fun. We were making fun of people. I found it to be a pleasant film, but again, I judge by, do I really want to buy it? Rewatchability. I would recommend it. Yes. At least watch once. Especially if you are into
stop motion?
Yes, correct. Thank you.
Claymation. I know Bryan Cranston's in it. That's the only thing I remember. He plays
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. Well, he's from that Baking Bad movie.
Baking Bad. Wow.
Something my mom would say. It's funny because I got my mom into Breaking Bad last year, so every time she sees Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul together, she always calls me over hey, it's those two guys from the show.
So funny.
Anywho, highly recommend. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Go check it out. Let's wrap this up, Dimensional Diary style, and let's share what we are thankful for this year, starting with you, Jen Yoko.
What am I thankful for?
Yeah.
My friends. I'm really blessed to have you and my friends that came over for Thanksgiving, and my pets, and you guys keep me going and motivated, and want to keep improving my life and getting better at it.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
About you. Oh my God! Thank you.
Yeah, man. I'm thankful for my friends as well. I sent everybody a little greeting on Thanksgiving. Telling you how thankful I am to have you in my life and have some good times with you, because there's been some bad times this year.
Yeah.
I can't forget the good times I've had with you, especially in the Poconos, at the Janet Jackson concert.
That was great.
Yeah, just anytime we get to hang out together, it's always a blessing. Thankful for my family. I've met a few people this year who are not in good standing with their own family, so I always feel bad about that. And I'm thankful that I'm on good terms with everybody in my family. I can call up anyone and say, hey, how you doing? Went to Florida
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago, and I saw my uncle. I haven't seen him, like 5 years, and he wants me to come down and spend a weekend there. And I'm like, yeah, man, like I can do that. I can spare 3 days and hang out with you. That's love right there. And I saw my cousin Kayla, who just had a child, and I saw her ugly ass kid. It was cool.
You said that I was ugly.
He got a wrinkled forehead. It looked like a spoiled grape. But it's cool. We clown on each other like that. It's all love. I went into a pool at her mom's house, and there was a literal turd floating in the pool. I think I told you this. Yeah.
You told me, but the audience needs to know that you swam the fuck away.
Kayla said, like, look out behind you, there's a turd. I'm like, yo, you're joshing me right now. She's like, no, I'm serious. So I look behind and I'm like, oh snap, there's like a floating payday in the pool, and I just like get out immediately. I've never swam so fast in my entire life. Then I immediately just went and took a shower. It's like detox.
You should have. I'm glad you did.
And then the same night we went to the bar to play pool, because it was on my birthday. We're playing pool, and then we're seeing smoke, and it turns out the fucking bar's oven is on fire, and we have to evacuate. So we just take a quick selfie with the smoke and then leave.
Oh my gosh!
I'm thankful no one got hurt that day. No injuries, at least to my knowledge. But I'm also thankful I get to travel and do the things I want to do without repercussions. Thankful for any genuine love that anyone has given me this year, and just thankful for my car, having a roof over my head, and thankful that we're still doing this podcast 5 seasons later. We could still
5 seasons later.
5 seasons later, we can still come here and entertain you guys. We got a lot of new listeners this year, and sometimes they'll tell me like, hey, like that one episode cracked me up, or you're like talking about this or that. Like every compliment counts, and I appreciate y'all for listening. It's beautiful.
And
beautiful.
Who knows? We might be animated next year. Who knows? We'll see.
Exactly. We'll get the budget up. Get some avatars up in here. I'm gonna be a kid.
Yeah.
But Christmas is coming. It's around the corner. You better watch out, because Santa Claus is gonna slide down your chimney and slip your roofie.
Oh my gosh.
So next time I want to do a sequel to one of my favorite episodes of last year, and that's the worst Christmas presents ever. I want to bring that back. I've been looking up stuff
so
already.
Funny.
I got a folder full of things already, so that's gonna be fun. And yeah.
Oh, that'll be great. That's gonna be great.
Yeah. Hope all y'all will like it. Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
No. I just want to say, try not to be so obsessed with the possessions. Clean your house out. Somebody else might like what you have, and be thankful for what you have.
Exactly. Support original movies as well, and original shows, and thank your writers for being there, because without them, you would have to talk to your loved ones, and you don't want that, do you?
You don't want that, do ya?
Marge. All right. Have a great week, y'all. A great rest of the year.
You guys.
We'll see you soon.
Yoko and Risky Dimensional Ring. Yoko and Risky Dimensional Ring. Yoko and Risky Dimensional Ring.